Who was the best college football team that lost 10 games in 2024? These 5 teams right here are the only teams that lost 10 games this season. Absolutely abysmal. But let's go ahead and rank all of them from 5 to 1. At number 5, I think this is pretty obvious. We have Kenneth Sa State. They did beat Liberty, which that looked pretty good earlier in the season. It didn't really come out to fruition, and they did beat FIU by 1 point, but they are still last place. At number 4, I believe you have to have the UMass Minutemen above Kenneth Sa State after they emphatically beat Wagner earlier this year 35-7, a much better quality win than anything that Kenneth Sa State had earlier in 2024. At number 3, I don't want to kick a dog while it's down, but I do not think that Florida State was a top 2 10-loss team. While you could argue that Florida State should be a top 2 team just based on roster talent, I don't think that beating Charleston Southern or Cal in a very gritty, tight game warrants Florida State to be number 2. Nevada actually played 13 games while all these other teams played 12, and the reason is that any team that goes and plays at Hawaii gets a waiver to play an extra game in the regular season. So Nevada actually wound up with 3 wins, even though that they have 10 losses. So I think the fact that they have 1 more win over Florida State warrants them to be number 2. And if you really want to split hairs in this debate, I think a win over Oregon State is a better win than Florida State's win over Cal. At number 1, I think it's very clear that Mississippi State was the best 10-loss team of the 2024 regular season. They had many games where their high-profile offense kept them in, including Arizona State, Georgia, and Texas A&M, and I think it is clear that they are better than all 4 of these teams right here. If you want me to do all the 11-loss teams next, make sure you comment and follow so I know that's something that you guys want to see.